Welcome everyone to season 13, episode 10 of the Will Reads. Woo!
Woo! Yeah. What's up, guys?
And there is much rejoicing. And there is much rejoicing. Ian's running a little bit late. He will be here. What? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was saying I haven't seen the background in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same spot. I'm still on my couch in the living room. I'm just testing it out because once I move to the new space, I'll be using filters. I'll probably be using a green screen. I don't have a green screen now. That's why it's all weird and my hands disappear, do weird stuff. Because I just have regular wall behind me. It is what it is. Yeah, once I start recording the new space, I'll be using a green screen. So I'll always, rather than just having a green backdrop. Yeah. Because where the office is in between the living room and our bedroom. And that was part of the agreement, was that I'd put a green screen up every time I record, because that way my wife can walk to and from the bedroom to the rest of the house without having to walk through the camera shot every time.
Gotcha.
So,
I wouldn't want her walking around.
I decided to test it out. I don't know if she's going to be naked, but she doesn't want to be on the stream all the time. Which makes sense. There
this is just for y'all.
Well, that's how you
have pajamas for the.
This is how you get demonetized. This is how you get demonetized and banned from YouTube real fast. You want to know how to get banned from YouTube? That's how you do it. Yeah, little tips. Sounds good.
It would be a little tip if it's cold.
It's cold in my house right now. But yeah, housekeeping announcements. I don't really have anything. I don't think we had. I think we had a new patron, but it's the one that rejoined. So I don't usually announce those, because if you rejoin, I already gave you a shout out.
So, thanks for rejoining.
I don't even know who it was.
Thank you. For that.
Thanks for rejoining, though. You know who you are. Yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah, we appreciate the rejoins. Trying to think of anything else announcements wise. Jordan Con's coming up. We got that. Yeah, that's about it. Just making our way through
life. Well,
making our way through life.
How was your weekend?
One day at a time. It was a whirlwind. Yeah, so let's talk about personal life. Yeah, this weekend we had Halloween on Friday. So got the kids all dressed up. We went around trick-or-treating the neighborhood and went to a little Halloween party at one of our friends' houses with the kids. So it was like a kid-friendly. You know, they had pizza and tons of snacks for the kids, and and a bunch of beer for the adults. But yeah, I love trick-or-treating in our neighborhood because like a lot of the houses do adult trick-or-treating too, where they have special treats for the adults as well. So,
which is awesome.
Whether it's which is a shot, or they're shooters or jelly shots or something. Yeah, they hand out other things too, so that's a lot of fun. Which is, although I don't know, I wasn't in the mood for it. Sometimes, Chris went fine.
No, I'm here. I just
sometimes sometimes in the mood for it. Maybe I just wasn't ready, because I think of it more as Christmas, but like hot mulled wine. Like, like the warm wine.
Yeah, it's definitely not a Halloween thing.
It's not a Halloween thing. And someone had that. I was handing it out. I was like, I just not in the mood for it. Yeah.
No.
So, yeah, it was not my cup of tea. The little styrofoam cups. But yeah. So that was that night. And then Saturday I went to oyster roast, which I ate a lot of oysters. They were delicious. Yeah, oysters are always good. This is oyster roast season here in Hampton Roads, Virginia. So all the oysters are being harvested right now. So they have all the oyster roasts. So they're pretty big. They're nice size. I don't eat them on the half shell anymore. I used to eat them raw, but I got sick one time. So now cooked oysters for me.
Yeah.
They have barbecue too for the non oyster eaters. So
people exist.
Oyster roast was fun. What?
Non-oyster eaters, they exist?
Yeah, there are people that don't like oysters. And there's people that have shellfish allergies too.
I'm a limited oyster eater just because I technically have an allergy, but that's one of those that I ignore. I'm like, if I die, I'll die happy.
Yeah. Shellfish.
Yeah.
But yeah, The oysters were I mean, they were good. They're good size. Like I was telling Chris, I didn't do any raw ones this year just because I've had bad experience in the past with the raw.
Yeah.
Got severe food poisoning from them. At the end of the day, oysters are gross creatures in the fact that they just eat all the trash, and that's how they grow. I mean, literally filter.
All the
So
poop.
everything they soak it all in. It filters out the water. It's so tasty. So oysters. Let's see, and then Sunday we just kind of chilled. I think I don't think we did anything. So yeah, that was my
That's
weekend.
nice. What about you?
Yeah.
Ian? How was your weekend?
We're still under construction. And
Yeah, you'll get there.
Next year,
it's like 99%. 99%.
when we
They have like
when we
3
make
things
it to
left to do.
that chapter that's 1,000 pages long, that's when you'll be done.
I hope it's done before then.
You'll finish with the book
That's
or with
like
the
next
series.
spring. If we're still under construction, if it takes them like until next spring to do the last 1%, I'll do it myself. Like the stuff that there's left to do, I can do. Like I don't want to do. I can do all the stuff that's left to do.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, you
Yeah.
paid for them to do, so I wouldn't do it. But
I mean, I could probably do all of it, but I don't have time to do all of it. That's the issue.
I will never pretend.
Ian, what's going on with you?
I'm still on my weekend because I took Monday, Tuesday off because my kids had off and the marking period. And now, they close schools on election day because so many of them are polling places. So they gave them off Monday too. So we've
That's
been
awesome.
kind of chilling. Chris, you'll be happy. We packed up the little bit of Halloween stuff we had and immediately started decorating for Christmas.
What?
So, yep. In my
Nice.
I showed y'all before my tiny Christmas tree and the red truck and Santa Claus. Like my decorations are minimal, but I busted them out immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Nice.
Jacqueline and I, the next couple of weeks, we're gonna start shopping for decorations for the porch. We don't really use our balcony porch area at all.
Yeah.
Don't even go out there much because we're on the bottom floor, so it's not as cool.
Yeah.
But being on the bottom floor kind of makes you perfect for decorating. Everybody could see it.
Mhm.
And the elementary and middle school bus stop is right out in front of my place.
So you
So
kind of have an obligation.
I'm thinking about going big for
I was
this.
like, what's the theme though? Like, because I
Ooh.
know that you can go to like Lowe's and Home Depot and you can get like the 3-foot tall, the 5-foot tall, the 10-foot tall nutcrackers,
Yeah.
or you can go like old school Rudolph and get the Bumble.
Yeah. Now we're supposed
the
to
whole
stay on
crew.
our porch area, but I think if I kind of do it up and I'm out into the mulch a little bit, I don't think anybody's going to complain.
No.
But we'll get
remember,
creative.
it's Feliz Natal, not Navidad
Okay.
for
Yes.
Portuguese.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
Feliz Natal.
That's not one of the 3 words that I know.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that,
3 words that you know on
no.
YouTube.
It doesn't work with my screen filter.
Is this still iPoppy?
Nah, I mean, there's a little bit of that. Not from me though. What else? So a couple weeks back, Alan told you that we did a pickleball tournament, randomly played. It was like my second time ever playing.
Yeah.
Well, now that my boys and I, every time they're over, we go and play because we have a tennis court with the pickleball lines painted on it also at my condo. So we played probably like 2 to 3 hours the last few days.
Nice.
It's a lot of fun.
So you're becoming a pro.
It is a tough fun.
Yeah. So Alan, man, so when we're playing doubles, I spend more time like focusing on putting the spin on it and the different kinds of shots. Because with doubles, it's harder to get it past people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when we're playing singles, I think I'm a much better singles player because then you could start doing more of the tennis strategy of working them from side to side and wearing them out and then taking your shot.
Right.
But I had 2 games in a row, River and Ronan both. I just had them running all over the place, and I was just standing in the middle. They were doing everything they could to get it back over, and then I'd send it the other way. They were doing suicide sprints back and forth. And then eventually, when I got tired of watching them run, kill shot to the corner, and it was over.
That's fun.
So it was very entertaining.
This is
I
where
probably
the
didn't
old
get
man
as good a workout
shows
as
you
them.
up.
Yeah.
Well,
Look.
I'm playing pickleball on Saturday, so I'm playing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can go
It's
out
fun.
play.
I'm glad you introduced me
Few
to
hours.
it. It's addicting.
Yeah, as long as my foot does all right. I have an extra bone in my foot. I found this out because it started hurting. So I'm getting old, and like when you get old, it's like the meme I sent to Ian the other day. Like, you know, just imagining jumping off a swing at our age. Like,
Oh no.
those knees were fresh out the
Terrified
box
of
when I
that.
used to do
I
that when I was a kid.
freeze. I've tried. I freeze. I'm like,
No,
you know,
yeah,
the
those
back
knees are
flips
fresh out
aren't
the
happening
box
anymore.
when we were
No.
kids. But now that
Yeah.
we're adults, yeah, no, not trying to jump off swings. But yeah, so I have an extra bone in my left foot. So it's on like by the ankle, but it's protruding
Cool.
now and it's almost like a bone spur, and it hurts like hell. So
Maybe
that's
you
been
were
fun.
supposed to be a unicorn, but it's just showing up in the wrong spot.
I think so.
That could be it.
Yeah.
Do you fly too?
I can try.
Do you fart rainbows?
Yes, and throw up Skittles.
Skittles.
I have thrown up Skittles. That's not fun. They don't come up well at all. It's gross, actually. Yeah. Because when we were kids, we would eat lots and lots of Skittles.
How many colors came up? Now I'm actually curious. It's like,
No.
did it mix so bad?
Chris is the only one curious.
Or
no. So when I was in, so this is going to date myself. So some of our younger listeners are outside the United States probably don't even know this drink. We used to take Skittles because it wasn't sweet enough, it didn't have enough sugar, and put them in Surge cans.
Oh wow!
And then drink the Surge with the extra sugar mixed in
Little
with
booster.
Skittles. And I mean, this was like elementary
Surge
school
is like
age,
Mountain Dew,
but like
it.
Worse.
Yeah, Surge, but worse. Surge they took off the shelf, I think, because kids were drinking it like crazy, and it had so much caffeine in it and so much sugar. Like it was just packed full of sugar and caffeine, like more so than any soda out there.
Mm-hmm.
It was not healthy at all. But yeah. So we drank too many of those, and I ended up got sick from it because apparently you have too much of that, you'll get sick because
Yeah,
it's gross. Anyway, things.
Well, I'm glad you put up Christmas. I am still, like, believe it or not, that traditionalist where I wait until Thanksgiving or the day after, and then Christmas like explodes. And
I usually am.
Yeah.
But I need it this year.
I let that anticipation build as much as I can, and then I like, once it gets there, I'm doing everybody's tree. So I'll do my mother-in-law. They do 2 trees in their house. So I do my in-laws' trees. I do my tree. If I'm headed to Virginia, I'm doing grandma's tree. Like if there's not a tree in a house that I have a key to, a tree will be up before the end of the first week of December.
I love it.
Fully decorated.
Yeah.
Like one year, my grandma was like, I'm not doing the big tree. Don't worry about it. So what did I do? I went to Dollar General and bought a $15 3-foot tree. Bought
get something.
Snow, got a little truck, a little snowman. I think I spent $25 at the Dollar General and just like decked out her coffee table. She's like, well, I guess I won't be putting my coffee there. Nope, sure won't.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Deal with it.
Christmas. Yeah.
Speaking of grandma, y'all know how my weekend went, but my grandmother is doing much better today. So my grandma was in the ICU. For those that do not know, which is all of our listeners, she is now considered a fall risk. She has had 4 falls in the last 3 months. And we are at a point of determining greater risk because she's on like Eliquis for blood thinning, but then she's fallen and bumped her head 3 out of the 4 times.
Ooh.
And this most recent time, they actually found on the CAT scan some hemorrhaging in the brain. So there's some blood in the brain. They took her off of the Eliquis, and it did, like, she coagulated, like she clotted, so it didn't grow. The thing was, is the bleeding is right near the thalamus, and so it's like, did the bleeding cause the fall, or did the fall cause the bleeding? And there, with so many falls, which fall was it? And
Yeah.
so she's going to be going through physical therapy. So they thought they were going to send her to a nursing home, and then she'd be there for a few weeks to gain her strength, and then send her to therapy rehabilitation center. And of course, they told her, naturally, like, the better you do here at the hospital, the less you have to do elsewhere. So she is putting in the work because she does not want to go to a nursing home. She's okay with going to the rehab center because she knows that's like 2 weeks max. But they were talking about like 3 to 4 weeks in the nursing home and then 2 to 3 weeks in the rehab center. And she's like, no, I'm not doing that. So she is doing everything she can. I get my stubborn streak from this woman 100%. Because at 96, she is like, I will do the work. I will make myself get up the right way. I will walk the right way. But like, she also broke her wrist and a nice bruise, and she's beat herself up quite a bit.
She sounds like she's got her work cut out for her.
Yeah, she's got what do they call it? There's a syndrome. There's a word for it now. Like, she kind of loses her memory, and it slowly creeps back to her. So she doesn't have great short-term memory. I think it's like sun rising or something like that. But either way, like, from the time she wakes up until about 11 o'clock, she's really of no use to anybody because, like, she's still trying to figure life out. Right around lunchtime, like, everything's kind of gone back into place. I explain it like the old Macintosh computers. You put the one disk in, you wait 15 minutes, and you got to load the second disk before you can use it. That's how our brain is operating now. So we get a good from like 12 to 5, we get a really good grandma. Like, she can answer any question, do anything, and then by like 5:30, she starts to slow back down to go to sleep. So it's like, yeah. But so yeah, that was. I still had a great week beforehand. Good week at work. Hung out with the cousins and did movie time with the wife. We saw Chainsaw Man and did some fun stuff. But the weekend was rough.
But life continues to life.
Correct.
On the real read.
Yeah.
Yep.
Life be life.
It does.
We'll talk about life be life. And you ready to talk about some book stuff of their life?
At least I was about to say, at least it wasn't the end of a legend, because when my grandma sent brain bleed in big words in a text message I see at 6:30 in the morning, I could have wrung her neck. I'm like, your grandma's brain is bleeding. I jump out of bed. I rush 3 hours down the road. And yeah, anyway, it's not the end of a legend, but we're about to learn about the end of a legend.
Yeah. And Chris, by the way, I love your Eye of the World messages you've been sending to us. Chris has been sending us little tidbits from his first read through, his first reread.
Bro, okay, let's start there. Let me tell you, I know y'all, all of you readers out there in the world, and Alan included in that, and now Ian included in that, because you're ahead of me, have talked about how good a reread is. And I don't even think I'm but maybe a third of the way into Eye of the World, because I kind of just pop into it when I have the time. But everything is like blaringly obvious now, and it's like,
and so many Easter eggs.
Yeah, there's like Easter eggs. Like, and just the moments with Matt already speaking the ancient language this far back, and the conversations. Did you notice that he got a noose wrapped around his throat earlier?
Yes.
Like by the cat, like so, like all the foreshadowing. Like, I'm only on chapter 18 out of 53, and I'm like completely blown away about all the things that he put in here. And now I'm questioning
Yep.
all these other characters that could potentially pop back up again. I mean, why not? I mean, we're not finished with it yet. So it's like, when are we going to see this person again? When are we going to hear about that again?
Yep.
I mean, it's all the way down to like, where did Moraine's staff go?
I was wondering about that too. And then sometimes I think there were things he came up with in Eye of the World that probably don't carry on to something else. I think that staff might be.
Yeah.
Well, and what was the
You're led to believe it's
carrying
like something super important, but like then you learn about how weaving works, and if it's not a Terangrial or something, then it's irrelevant.
Well, and then where'd the Angreal go
Yeah.
that she had with her, the little lady? Was that one that others have carried, or is this a different one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there's so much.
Indeed.
And then it's like, I don't know, my mind just keeps getting blown by all the different things that you hear. Like, we don't hear any more about the Land's cloak anymore. And then of course he is always like, don't talk about my history, don't talk about my past. And then his battle cry is all about the fallen towers, and like,
Yeah.
so ironic.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Anyway, I'm enjoying
Yep.
my reread.
Anyways, so going on to our favorite character, Gawyn. Boy, does he have a fun time in these chapters.
Yeah.
That's how we
I
start
am-
chapter 22.
Yeah, except for Met and Birgit, I'm just disappointed in everybody in these chapters. Severely.
You know, I would like to be disappointed in Elaine. I know we're skipping way far ahead, but I knew she was going to do something. Like, I also feel like she was driven to this. Like,
Mhm.
she's driving herself crazy. Her babies are messing with her power, and everybody's treating her like a baby herself. So this is like her moment.
She's being stupid. Absolutely stupid. She's not trusting the people around her that have her best interests in mind. She's being stupid. She is falling for all the worst logical fallacies in fantasy writing. I'm invincible because my baby's in a vision. Shut your mouth. Birgit told you that all that means is that the baby's going to be all right, but you could be all kinds of effed up. I know what I'm doing. You don't know what you're doing. Anyways, whatever. We get to that, but
Gawyn was
low mark.
walking, taking inventory, and like trying to avoid going up to Egwene's room. And every time
that's what
he
he's
would start
doing here. Yep.
Yeah.
wander, he would just like, his feet would carry him right to her door. He's literally a lost pup. Not even a lost puppy. He's a sad puppy.
He's a
That is
sad
the
puppy.
best way to describe him. Sad puppy.
It's I don't necessarily. I'm not upset with Egwene here. I get what she's trying to do based off the information she has. She's also taken advice from all the other Aes Sedai around her. So like, they're trying to come up with a plan to go after the Forsaken. I throw air quotes on that, right? But on the flip side, I don't know that she's being like dismissive towards Gawyn, or like she's trying to encourage him to act a different way. I don't know. But Gawyn, from the moment he was born, he was raised to be a protector, to defend. It was supposed to be for Elaine, but he has been taught by the best of the best. And she's not giving enough weight to what he thinks ought to be done. And that's disappointing. And I think that's a little bit of the tower life rubbing off on her, and the old echoes of the previous tower that men are just to be dismissed. Like, there's nothing they could actually offer when it comes to important business. Anyways.
Yeah.
But I also get from Gawyn's perspective the struggle here. Like, he knows he's trying to respect what Egwene has asked, but he knows that she's not seeing the big picture. And he's struggling with it.
Yep. So he goes to talk to Gareth about it, and of course Gareth is, like the old father figure here, and and he's trying to like help him out. He's like, so if Egwene's out of the picture, like, what would you do? And he's like, Egwene is the whole picture. He's like, dude, you need hobbies. Like you
Well,
need
so
hobbies, dude. Like
to that point, before he even sees Bryn, he's walking kind of meandering, and he comes
sure.
across this
Yeah.
guys like out there dicing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh yeah,
I
this was
like,
nice.
yeah, this is a good interaction because I think it sets him up for later on for what's coming down the road here real soon. But he
Mhm.
realizes like these men came for the same purpose he originally came for, but now they've decided, I don't want to be tied down to this one woman, in the sense of she won't be our wife, she won't be our lover, like she'll be our master essentially. And I think that's kind
Yeah.
of against your point, believe it or not, because I do agree with you. But then to that point, Elaine has to work out in her mind what their relationship can actually look like, because historically, especially amongst the blues, like a warder is just that, a tool. And he seems to be okay with being used simply as a tool, but then he also loves her and she loves him and doesn't want to see him as a tool.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's always going to be that dynamic at play. Like, do I take you
But he's
as my
being a
husband?
Trying. I don't think he is. He's en route to be my favorite character in these chapters. Yeah, I mean, I hear you, but I still think that is White Tower minded thinking. It's one sided. Even like I get that when you're looking at getting into any kind of relationship, and obviously they have feelings for each other more than just warder Aes Sedai bonding, but
Mm-hmm.
I get that you have to figure out, what it is you want before you approach the other person, I guess. But trying to figure out the entirety of the relationship without it being a conversation, without communicating, that's also not going to work either. And
I mean,
I still
he did
feel
the
that
same thing with Rand.
I feel like she comes into it assuming that she knows more than him. She thinks she's protecting him. She thinks she's protecting the tower. But she's not. I mean, she ends up being very wrong.
Well, like I said, she did the same thing with Rand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the benefits of this reread, is I'm seeing that dynamic come more into play. And she is picking tower dynamics over this personal relationship. So that's a pattern for her. And at least with him, she's willing to try to find a way, but only if he can do what she does, which is put the tower first. And that's where he's failing, because he puts her first and not the tower first.
Did she learn nothing from Nynaeve and Nynaeve's experience? The tower will never succeed if anybody, especially the Armerlin and everybody else in a leadership position, is putting the tower first. There are principles that you should stand by that are, representative of the tower, what it's supposed to be. But no, it's not putting the tower first. There's other better things. There's other good things in the world that you put first. And then when a group of people come together that are doing these good things independently, but also together, like that's what makes the tower great. But if your sole focus is the tower over everything else, that's the first step to the downfall of the tower. I don't know.
Well, and I mean, his men have figured that out, and that's how they're like, yeah, we don't want to be warders anymore. We would rather be soldiers. We want to do our duty and do a good thing, but we also want to have our lives and be able to retire. We want to see an end to it.
Yeah. And they were all really young before this. And while they're still young, they've fought battles now. They're not green anymore. So they've seen some shit. So that'll change your perspective.
Yeah. Like when you've been in it, you want to see an end to it. And to moving forward now, we kind of are seeing that echoed in Bren. Like Bren is one of those individuals who keeps getting pulled back into the battle. Like he's that retired guy that can't stay retired longer than a couple of years. And here he is at this time of the night, up looking over battle strategies. And Gawyn knew he could go to his room, and if he was there, he would be up and doing something. And that's exactly what was happening. It's like he's preparing for war. He says methodically, he's planning for the methodic inevitability. And at the end of the day, he can do that all night, and he's good at that. He's like, that's not why
he
you're
brings
here.
up with Swan. There's a Swan that comes in. And she's like, why are you looking at maps this time of night? Just I can look at them anytime. In the afternoon, the morning.
Yeah.
Well, when it came to Gawyn, he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna let you know right off the bat. If you're here looking for advice, that advice is probably gonna be lacking.
What you could say, the tower has always been a great allegory for the elite, and also how humanity views the rest of nature. Yeah,
Sure.
I like that. Yeah, and so here we have him being Gawyn, asking for help to figure things out, and it's like you said, Bren's like, so I want you to remember the last time you decided that she needed your help. We undid weeks of her planning. Weeks. And we almost made matters worse.
And so this is a mark against Gawyn. He's still pretty young and hasn't really been in a relationship. So he hasn't learned this lesson yet. You can have it in your nature to be a protector. And it is one thing to protect someone you love from an external force. That's almost easy, right? You just put yourself between it and you do what you do best. But protecting somebody from themselves is an impossible task. If they're not wanting to have that conversation with you or include you in that, then you can't put yourself in that place. It never works out well. Because even if you're successful, you're gonna burn that relationship.
Yeah.
So trying to protect somebody from themselves.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. It's the old phrase about that.
Yeah, it's in that vein.
It's in that vein where you can't control someone else's actions. You control your own.
Yeah.
You can control how you interact with the person, but you can't control that decision making.
Yeah.
You can try. And sometimes that's really unsuccessful. So after anything else from talking with Gareth Brain?
Well,
they get interrupted by Swan. We didn't get into that too much, but that was kind of the best part.
You made the comment already, and I'll reiterate it. There was the whole like, you act with your passion and with good intentions, but you must find your worth in more than one drive or more than one goal. And a woman wants you to have your own drive and your own goal. That's not her. And it's as he's saying that, the Swan walks in and is like, oh, so now you know women, huh? He's like,
right.
Shit.
And I get she's razzing him and they've got their relationship going on, but Gareth Brain was given really solid advice. Like really solid advice.
I mean, if I were Gareth, I'd been like, I got you, don't I? Drop the
mic. Yeah. Well, no. Well, I mean, I hear you, but you don't want to burn them bridges.
No. I do it all the time. I'm like, I'll be like, yeah, you say that, but you picked me.
Yeah, you don't date, pursue, and get in a relationship with a saucy woman with the intent of taming her. Because shame on you if you do that.
Fuel that flame as much as I can.
Right. Yeah, you don't poke the bear, you don't antagonize, but you also don't try to tame him.
I see. That's where I mess up. I poke the bear all the time.
Yeah, I mean, if you could survive it.
My kids.
Yeah.
I know her threshold. Let's just put it that way.
So after all this, Gawyn decides to go check on Gawyn, up against better judgment of he's been trying to avoid it. But
his feet just kind of carry him there, and then he goes, you know what? Yeah. It just can't hurt to go peek at the door. Like I won't go in. I'll peek.
I can't say I wouldn't have done it.
And as
Also, that would be very
Yep.
hard. I probably would have rationalized with myself, be like, okay, if I was right outside the door, that would be a problem. But like, if I was down the hall around the corner and, I just decided to sleep there in the corner of the hall for the night, then that counts. I'm fine. But I'd have found some threshold that I could rationalize that I wasn't way overstepping, and I would be close for just in case. Because all right, I have to slightly
Ian
jump
is
ahead.
Gawyn. It's not me. It's Ian.
I will be him in these chapters. Proudly. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. So jumping ahead, he uncovers that this is not the Forsaken going after, not tonight at least, right? And that the Forsaken is not the threat that's been killing everybody. And he, even though he doesn't know it yet, he's already been suspecting it, and that this just doesn't seem like Forsaken or Aes Sedai type work. So his hunches are good. Gawyn's been ignoring them. I think if I was in that situation, I'd have been doing pretty close to the same thing.
Yeah. Yep. So he gets up there, looks at her door, and there is a shadow. But it's like this weird shadow, and even he tries to look at it, it like your eyes just kind of fall off of it. Like you can't. It's described really, really well in the book.
Squiggly line, squiggly line,
squiggly line in my eye.
Ian, you're right. I'll say that now. But I thought these guys would all be dead by now. Didn't they have like a limiter on how long they could survive?
I was going to ask that. They did have a limit once their powers were engaged. Like there was a half-life,
Okay.
But not a lot of time has gone by. A little bit of time has gone by, but are we a couple weeks since the tower attack?
See, that's where I'm always thrown. I don't know how long it's been since she's, since the tower fell or whatever you want to call it, was broken into, raided.
Yeah. If it's more than 30 days, like if it's more than a month, then I think we're stretching the life of these assassins. I don't think either of us, Chris, would have thought 30 days they'd still be alive.
Yeah.
No, because it sounds like, you get a couple of days and then you're done for. So you need to accomplish your task very quickly. And that's why you have all these magical powers.
Right. Like tops a week. Maybe 2 weeks, I'd feel you're stretching it, but okay. But if we're pushing 30 days, like, I don't know. That we're stretching the magic.
But this thing attacks Gawyn. Gawyn's able to just barely escape death from this thing.
He dodges the dagger that's thrown at him from the patch of darkness.
Yep.
And he chases
and
around.
Then goes to chase it around. He knows the tower layout better than this person too, so he's able to cut it off and gets to the new hallway and nothing's there. And he's like, "It's all dead ends. This isn't making sense." And starts scanning around. Then he sees the shadow again in the corner. Like just kind of
darkness,
not trying to move. Yep. So goes to attack again, but then as a sword, it pulls out that sword and starts fighting some more. Yeah, little fun fight scene.
Using some nice new sword techniques that Gawyn hasn't seen before, which is interesting.
Yeah, gets him on his heels a little bit. He's still able to defend. So it's important we put this in perspective, right? Everybody likes to hate on Gawyn, but let's put on I'm going to be pro Gawyn here. And what is he good at? Where is he awesome? Who has reflexes as good as Gawyn? I'll put him in a category with Lan.
Tom,
a young Tom.
Before Tom's knee went bum, Tom can still hang, but I think he's just outside of that top category right now.
Matt. I think Matt has that reflex with the staff.
Yeah. Matt, his has a little luck involved. Like he seems to make a weird move and then realize after the fact that that saved my life. But you're right.
It's it's like the comedy cartoon, like where you turn around and knocking out all the guys, and it's like, oh, what just happened?
You would swear it's an accident, except it happens over and over again, and you're like, okay, maybe he is good at it. Okay, so 3 people, and other people in chat or whatever, you might chime in. Maybe we get the list to 5 in this book, but I would stop at 3: Matt Land and Gawyn.
Maybe
Gawyn
Turkey.
I haven't seen enough of Galad, but he's a possibility. He's too precise. But anyway, that's another conversation. My point is, Gawyn, having the reflexes he has and being as skilled a swordman as he is, he barely survived the attack from this assassin. This assassin that hides in the shadow, this assassin that does not use the power, that is flinging actual weapons, that's using moves that he's never seen. If that assassin got in there with a Gawyn, and a Gawyn was expecting a fight with the power, and a Gawyn was not expecting knives and daggers and stuff to be coming after her, who here thinks a Gawyn would have survived? Because I don't.
Yeah.
I put a whole lot of money and a whole lot of, we'll never know, but I put a whole lot of money, a whole lot of betting that if Gawyn didn't do what he did, a Gawyn would be dead right now. Because it's not like that assassin was going to all of a sudden bust the doors open and go, haha, I'm here, the assassin, you fool, and then get wrapped up in the power. That thing's going to stay in the shadows until he or she had the opportunity to strike, and a Gawyn would be dead. Thank you, Gawyn, for saving our Amerlin.
And then he ends up getting caught up in our trap.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's not fit to fight with the power, right?
Yeah.
Not at all.
So against that, he was useless.
Right.
And this moment did frustrate me for him, because in this very moment, he was justified in entering the room.
Mm-hmm.
Check on her to make sure everything was good. It's just
Make sure
everything that
the
led
shadow
up
wasn't
to it.
just leaving.
Yeah, everything that led up to it made him look like a jerk, and that's what she fed off of. But he ended up hemmed up by his bootstraps.
Yep. And gets berated by the Gawyn for ruining all her plans.
Yeah, that comes later. We get to go to Matt now. We get a break from him.
We go to Matt first. Yeah.
He gets matched up, and then we move on.
And Matt's become popular. They're gonna be popular.
Oh man.
Matt's in the inn talking to is it Chet? Yeah, he's talking to Chet and in the town and hearing about all the rumors about him. And he's like, man, he's picking out that one came from the band. That one, I don't know where that one came from. Oh, the dark one? Okay, sure. He's listening to all these different ones.
Which I think are really cool. Like he does have some good ones. I love his nicknames, which we've heard them before, but now they're like widespread. The Prince of Ravens, the Lord of Luck. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
In desperate times and stressful times, people naturally look for a larger than life hero. It happens in the real world here. And if you say, well, it's never happened to me, then you've probably never been in like a dire type situation like that. People will naturally want to create that or find that larger than life hero. So he's kind of a victim of circumstances. A lot of the stuff he did, and a lot of it's true. There's enough truth in it.
Right.
But the embellishment of the stories is, that's going to happen. The people need it. They need their hero.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's also talking to the cute barmaid, and he's like, man, I need to rizz that one up for good old Telmana's over there.
He's that was I made a note of that little point.
Wingman Nat.
It's like if I can't do it, at least he gets to do it. I'm like, man, I don't need friends like that anymore. But there's a time in my life where I was like, I could use a good friend like that. He's just and that's his excuse too. He's just scouting him out for tall mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Yep. But
and
then of course we get Noel coming through, and Tom follows in, and Noel's sitting there chilling, and Tom comes. I'm so glad I'm not with that that Prince of Ravens guy.
Tom is just playing right into it.
Tom would be my best friend. I swear to you. Like, he never lets me down.
Yeah,
Tom's great.
he's got a great sense of humor
He
sometimes.
Yeah.
Well,
And then Noel starts talking about the popularity thing as well, and about how
Noel?
Jane used to complain about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jane Farthrider. Yeah.
yes.
Well, no, he
You
says that
knew
Jane used to
Noel.
complain about that because he knew Jane.
Yeah.
Right.
He knew Jane very well.
I know myself also. I just thought by now we were just addressing him as Jane.
Wait,
Talking third person.
Hmm.
So yeah. But yeah, so they start talking about the Tower of Ghenjei.
Ghenjei.
And they're coming up with all their plans or whatever. They're like, okay, so we know we need to have fire. And Matt has a firework or whatever. He's like, okay, don't hold that
A
close
bundle
to
of fireworks
fire.
sitting next to the fire.
Night flowers
Fire,
with
yeah.
him. Tom is like,
Yeah.
the fuck? Like, give me those. Let's get them away from the. As a matter of fact, we're gonna leave in about 30 seconds. And all of these are coming
Tom's like,
with us.
Tom says, I'll just come with like a 20-piece band by myself. Like he'll just be like the guy with like the backpack on, the accordion, and like the little foot thing with the tambourine, and just
yeah, everybody have cymbals on their like elbows and armpits and on their feet.
Well, he looks
some music
he
to
looks at Matt.
dazzle.
He's like, I found this penny whistle. I'll let you use it. Because
he handed Matt a kazoo.
And then of course iron as well. And they talk about bringing iron in or whatever. And they're kind of got their plans. Like, yeah, we need to figure out. After Tom and Noel leave, he's like, wait. Oliver learned how to get into it from Brigitte. Brigitte knows stuff. Let me go talk to her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then so he starts going to talk. Yeah. Then he starts walking to try to find Brigitte. He's like, man, it's a quiet night. Like even in the most safest cities in the world, there's still like more activity than this. Like
well, it's more. I don't know if he makes the comment now or like after he eventually runs into some people. But in a large city like that, it's almost worse that there's no thuggery happening.
Yeah.
Like you want just the right amount. Too much is bad because the streets are too violent.
Right.
Too little or none is very bad because what are those people afraid of that they're not out doing their thugging right now and stealing and whatnot. And the streets are quiet. He's like, this ain't right.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then
he finally comes around the corner and sees some footpads like attacking a guy. He's like, thank God. Somebody's robbing tonight.
I'm so happy to see you guys. As he starts
this makes sense.
And then proceeds to beat the crap out of him. Yeah.
He saves
accidentally, casually stumbles into beating the crap out of him.
Mm-hmm. Which is that moment where I'm like, he saves the guy, and then the guy pulls a knife on him and he dodges it. So this is that moment where I was like, yeah, I could see Matt being on this list of, people with cat-like reflexes, because not only did he dodge,
I was like, oh, thank you so much, and looks up at his face. He's like, wait, it's you. And like pulls a knife out of me. He's like, I just saved you, man. Like,
so he buries 2 daggers, one in each eye, which he's like,
beautiful.
He wasn't intending to do.
So this is that moment where I'm like, is one of his past lives like kind of taking over a little bit more? Are we having a loose Theron situation for Matt here?
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, good question. But he does have this luck thing going on where when it comes to chance, it's like whatever movement he does, he stumbles into like the thing that needs to happen for his sake, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it these past lives, a loose Theron type thing?
Or maybe he drank the drink and slowly the Dark Lord is coming through him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mentioned to Alan, you'll get there soon enough, but before the girls go to Tanchico,
Mm-hmm.
And when they get their assignment to go hunt the Black Aja, and they're given their list of all of the Angreal, Tongreal, stuff like that were stolen.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was it like a little pitcher of Dyson cups or something like that? Something related to Dyson cups, and apparently, like whoever has it, or if you use it on somebody, that they become very lucky, essentially. But the way it was described, it's like, oh shit, that's Matt. Did somebody use this on Matt? Or is Matt one of Matt's previous lives, like the person that this was, or maybe a previous version of him had that Tongreal used on him, and that's where the luck comes from. I don't know. But the way it was described, it like literally is Matt to a
the
T.
luck is always described as the Dark Lord's luck.
Ooh.
If you go back to Eye of the
Maybe.
World,
He did drink
go
the
back to
drink
Eye
in
of the
Eye of the
World.
World.
he did.
And what did the
He's the
drink
only
do?
one that
We have
drinks the
no
cup.
idea.
Yep.
We have no idea. We are all the way on book 13. And we still have no idea what drinking that drink did.
He drank the drink.
That's like drinking the King Cup in a game of Kings.
Oh, dude, you're guaranteed to get some kind of disease and some
Definitely.
grossness.
Oh, good point with the King. Yeah. Drink the cup.
Mm-hmm.
I drank the cup. Yep. Anyway,
But yeah, oops, I accidentally stabbed this guy in the eyes.
Yeah.
It bends luck.
Not even like there's no care about stabbing this guy. He's like, he tried to kill me. He's like, to see Brigitte. That's it.
Yeah.
He said, let's go. And then we get to Brigitte. Brigitte.
And we get to Brigitte. So Brigitte's watching a play. And she's bored
out of her mind.
Like, this is dumb.
She's like, I should have brought wax for my ears. I think it's so funny because she's like, this too will pass.
Break on solo.
It'll go away soon.
Yeah.
Little does she know.
And then she finds Matt posing as a beggar, dicing with her guards. She's like, okay, Matt.
There's a moment.
Like, I thought I did a good job of disguise. Like,
there's a moment here that I want to touch base on because I know we keep coming back to it, but she's daydreaming about her hubby, her life mate, and she's realizing that she's losing her memory more and more every day. And then she has this thought of, am I going to wake up without the memories at some point?
No, her and Oliver are eventually going to click. They'll find each other again.
There you go.
Anyway, and they also talk about Elaine and her slickness because she's gotten her most bitter of rivals to come to a party. So like there's some little nuggets in here that were worth like mentioning, but the major thing is that, you know, we do have Matt being able to sneak into the Andorian palace and like start dicing with the guys. And Brigitte walks in, she's like, so he walks in off the streets, he has a sword, and you guys are now gambling him. Like,
how many beggars do you know that have swords? Oh, that's a good point, my lady.
Yeah.
Don't think I've ever seen one.
He's just so nice.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll take Master Coffin into my under my care. I'll be responsible for him. They're like, Master Coffin, where? The Prince of Ravens, where?
Yeah. He can't get away from it.
No.
Can't get away. Yep.
He's like, let's
go. They head over to have a drink.
Of milk.
And he immediately starts asking her about the Tower of Ghenjei and she's like, yeah, you should avoid that place at all costs. And he's like, no, I have to go in there. And it's like, whoever's in there is just dead already. So it doesn't matter. Like, don't, you won't win. Like, there's just no chance.
If you go in through the doorway thingies, like, I mean, you're protected by the treaties and truce, but even then it's sketchy. And then she realizes Yeah, but she puts two and two together that Matt's already done that, and she's like, "Oh, that explains so much. I should have
He's like, there
realized
should
that."
have been a warning about the hangings, and she's like, "Oh, I wondered
Yeah.
where you got that from. Now it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
well, okay,
Yeah.
all right." She's like, "You know what? I'll make a deal
So
with you. You be my wingman and get me a date with that gnarly looking bartender over there with his tight ass and nice shoulders." And Matt's like, "But look at
mhm.
his face." And she's like, "The face doesn't matter, honey."
Yeah.
And
I love how
yeah,
Matt just like has this whole plan, starts spilling it out to Brigade. He's like, "Yeah, so I figured it out. You know, we bring fire and iron and music." And it's like, "Yeah, everyone does that, dumbass." It's
Yeah, and
like,
nobody makes it out.
everyone that goes, and nobody makes it out. Like, you think you're the
she's like,
first one to
"What's
think of
worse
doing
is
that? Like, it's
the longer you're in there, the least effect it has on them, which is interesting.
yeah,
So like they build a resistance to it." And she's like,
Yeah.
he goes, "I guess the real question is how did you get out?" And she's like, I didn't." She's like, "I'm surprised
I
his
died.
legend didn't survive." And so this is
yeah."
that legend. But she's like, "Yeah,
She's
like
like, of course,
he was
in
never
typical Matt fashion, it's
healed."
like you have 1 in 1,000 chance of actually surviving. He picks a bunch of gold coins, like this, all hits. He's like, I consider myself good then.
He's like, "I like my odds."
It's 1 in 1,000. That's great.
So she does share with them some that it seems like they feed off of emotions.
Motion.
And
Mhm.
emotions are something that the Aes Sedai have in full, which is weird, huh?
Yeah, they seem
Well,
to like I say that a lot, but yeah.
yeah. It made me think of Slayer because it seemed like Slayer was able to come and go when Perrin was chasing him, when Brigitte first ran
Mhm.
into him um, in the Wolf Dream. And
Yeah.
Slayer is just this. I mean, he just goes around killing shit, right? Like he's almost emotionless, like empty, a void. And maybe because he's totally detached like that, that might be part of why he could come and go. But also, I think the Slayer thing is more like a deal that was made. I don't know, to be determined.
Ipa's spitting facts here aside chat. Die and respawn is always a solid traveling method. Dude, yeah, if I'm playing a video game and I'm really far away from the spawn point, just off
Yeah.
yourself and respawn back to where you need to be. 100% strategy. Brigitte knows how to do this.
Yeah.
Like, oh
At the
yeah,
end,
I got too far.
at the end here, he's like, "Moraine better appreciate this." And so he
Mhm.
does slip and tell her who she's going after, but she doesn't. It doesn't even phase her. She's like,
Yeah.
okay, well."
Yeah.
And that's when she feels that Elaine is in trouble.
Well, there was
Yeah.
a blip before that. She was like, Matt, this is a really bad time. I can't really like go with you. I got this stuff going on with Lane. He's like, no, I don't want you to go with me. And then she's like, still like, no, I mean, clearly you need me to, but I can't because so many things are going on. He's like, I'm not asking you to go. And she's like, well, I couldn't possibly. It's almost like she's trying to more talk her way
Yeah.
into going versus out of it.
Right.
And maybe I'm
Yep.
reading into that because it was a quick back and forth. But Matt was like, "No, I wouldn't ask you to go. This is on me."
Yeah.
But I'd be curious if she does go along this time, because especially like if Oliver ends up going, which I feel like he's going to end up going. In fact, I'm going back to I briefly threw this out before. I think Oliver is going to be end up being a significant key to how they end up winning.
I completely
Mm.
agree.
It's going to be a childlike strategy to cheat and beat the game that he's going to come up with.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anywho,
It's interesting too that apparently there's some politics between the Elfin and the Eelfin and the Elfin. Because Brigitte mentioned
Yeah.
that's like, and if they're not fighting right now, you have less of a chance. Like if they're actually on the same team,
Yeah.
like it's like what? It's like their politics are weird.
yeah, it depends on who's in charge these days or if they're getting along. Yeah, who knows?
And
Yeah.
how you enter
knows?
also plays in all that. So
Yeah.
he's taking the
He
back
says you can
door.
walk the same direction for literally for months, weeks, and never
Go in
find where it's
circles.
Like,
And
she's like, I packed provisions for 2 months. I can't tell you how long it took for us to get out of there after that went away.
because they didn't get out.
Correct.
Yeah. They didn't make it out. Yeah. And she keeps going back. He's like, you never heard of this legend? Like, this is one of my favorite stories. Like,
yeah, a few hundred years ago, it was the talk of the town, and
She had her
nothing.
feelings hurt.
yeah.
She's like, my
This
mind
was a
might
good
be
one.
leaving me, but at least I got this.
Hey, legends fade. Yep, everything does.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Yep. Every time.
And that's it for that chapter.
Indeed. And that's it. Yep. Anything else from this chapter? Anything else we missed or anything? What?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Chapter 23, Foxheads. All right. Elaine.
My next
Oh.
disappointment.
Yeah, so Elaine's been working on Matt's medallion, and she's made a couple copies, and they're kind of okay. They're just weaker than Matt's copy. Like they'll kind of block weaves, but if it's strong enough weaves, doesn't really do much. But the big key is like the copies you can't channel when you're holding them. Like the main one you can, but these ones you can't.
Yeah. So you hadn't quite got all the kinks figured out yet.
Yeah. Yep. And she's at the performance as well, and feels, and knows Brigitte's left or whatever. And after the performance is over with, she goes back to talk to, I guess, a couple of the sisters.
Yeah, before. So I like to bring to attention the fact that she has realized that there's a certain amount of silver that needs to be in these medallions. She realizes that there's certain powers that need to be used. She also is kind of like, I don't want everybody to have access to these, but I also want to be able to protect my army. So she's kind of come up to her first major dilemma as a ruler. It's like, do I do this for the greater good and then potentially have this secret spread out throughout the world, and then it can be used against Aes Sedai? Or
right, you don't want everybody having them, but
yeah, do I pick a few of my officials and let them have it? And
it'd be good if Brigitte has one,
Yeah.
Especially the ones where you can't channel when you hold them, then let people that can't channel hold them, because what does that matter? It doesn't really affect them, but then they can defend themselves from channeling. So Brigitte's a good candidate for that one.
And she does say that she'd like to give one to Brigitte and a couple of her soldiers, and then she does kind of start to tell the people and talk to the people in her party, and to start telling people bye.
Yep. Yeah. And then retires back to her quarters, where she starts to put on her magic weave of changing her appearance to make her look all scary.
Yeah. When she heard the story about where Brigitte went and that it was with Matt and blah blah blah, she goes, "Oh, that just means they're at a bar drinking somewhere." And she's upset for a second, and then she's like, "Actually, this is perfect. That means I can do this thing I want to do, and Brigitte won't stop me."
Yep. Yeah. So she disguises herself, which is like the Dark Lord, I guess, or what she thinks the Dark Lord might look like. Just red eyes and larger, and and then travels to the jail cell,
which was a nice touch. If she had shown up on foot, it definitely would have created a lot of questions. But she's like, "Nope, I'm gonna pop in. I've got my voice changer activated. I got fire going. Like, she's gonna believe that I am one of the Dark Lord's pets, and I need all the answers."
Yeah, that she's forsaken. Yeah, so and immediately Chesmal, bites. She bows down immediately and starts oversharing a whole lot right away, just about plans. But like, Elaine's really bad at this. Like, and Ian, maybe
this
you
is
can
so bad.
back me up on this, but it's really bad. It's like, you should know more. Like, if this is like, it's bad.
I mean, I do like the tactics she went in with in the beginning, and then even towards the middle, she's like, "Well, I'm asking you to ask your so that we can make sure we're on the same page." Like under stress and duress, maybe that's something that I would believe. Well, people may believe. I would not believe it, but
Now, it's the simplest strategy would have required a little more patience. It's you come in with the full show, you put on all the pressure, but then you need to introduce another character. So you'll need somebody else in on this that you're going to put in the prison or near this Black Aja that she could communicate with, and be like, essentially, this person has a crucial role that I'll let you know when we get there, but they're part of this plan now, and you need to fill them in, sort of thing, and then leave, and then listen in. But to be the person that's in charge, pulling all the strings, and then very obviously like asking a bunch of questions and not revealing anything and making it sound like you don't know what you're doing, it's just all kinds of sus. I didn't. I don't have good things to say about this at all. I worried that I might piss some people off, which whatever. I've done that throughout this show. But this is
I actually
probably
I have a perfect clip. I have a perfect clip of Elaine's strategy.
Don't be suspicious. 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 Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Be suspicious.
And okay, so now let's put into perspective everything that she is risking by doing this.
But she can't die because of the vision.
Oh, please stop. I know you're being funny, but this was so aggravating. So she's risking the medallion, losing the medallion. We see how this plays out. And doing so, she's risking Matt's life because the golem's after Matt. And that's Matt's only means of protection. She's risking the life of her children, which are also Rand's children. She's gambling on men's viewings always being correct, but she's not even reading into them correctly. Risking her life. She's also the head of this queendom,
right?
Whatever you want to call it. So that's a huge risk there. You're, as friend to the Amerlin and close companion, bonded person to the Dragon Reborn who's trying to save the world. And like in this moment, you're risking your life, totally exposed, no backup. Nobody else like that's on your level strategically or power wise knows your plan. This is by far the stupidest thing that anybody has done in any of these books, period. Dumbest thing.
But I mean,
I give 0 points, and may God have mercy on her soul.
There's no way she could have anticipated the enemies in the dungeon with her at that time.
You don't balance risk reward.
This is Ian right now. This is
black
Ian.
and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yeah, that sums up what I'm feeling. And so then I want to combine this with this whole like Gawyn conversation. Now, Gawyn's done plenty of things throughout these books where I'm like, hindsight, always looking back, hindsight. Well, if he knew this, then clearly his decision was dumb, blah, 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 blah. But always in the moment, Gawyn makes for him the best decision he can make with the information that he has. The trouble is he just always has bad information, but people love to crap on Gawyn. And then Elaine does this. Like, I wish when Brigitte shows up and she's healed enough that Brigitte puts her over her knee and spanks the living shit out of her because she's acting like a baby here. Not responsible, not like a queen. Being in charge and being a ruler isn't just like taking on all the hard things yourself. Like it's about mitigating risk among a million other things. And she just, anyways, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Shame on her.
No, sir, I just don't like
This is dumb. And the execution was pitiful.
Yeah.
I'd have seen right through it in a heartbeat.
But she does
But-
learn that Caitlin's about to be attacked.
Yeah, I was about to say, but she came up semi-successful, so
Well,
it
now we're
was
assuming that the information she got was good. I'm not saying it's not,
true. No,
but
that's true.
that's an assumption.
Sure. Yeah.
But then she realizes that they both realize at the same time that Homegirl's shield drops away.
Yeah.
And
That
she's
the,
like, what?
the guards have
She's
been
like,
taken out.
where are the guards? And where are the kin? And oh shit, she's got her powers back. And oh wait, who are these new people walking down the hall? And yeah,
Yep. And she tries to fool them as they open the door to the cell or whatever. And one of them drops down and starts bowing immediately. The other one's like, nah, I didn't buy this shit.
Yeah.
Immediately goes into attack mode.
This
So-
is when
So here's another good example though. So Elaine, as this is unfolding, is able to even in her diminished state of being able to weave, she's able to handle the people that are weaving. And what can she not handle? The
Daggers.
person with a freaking dagger. Dummy.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And he's able to pry, one of the medallions out of her hand or whatever. And of course, then the weaves don't work on him anymore, but he's able to throw, I guess, one of the unconscious Aes Sedai, or maybe it was one of the conscious ones. I can't remember. But yeah, threw one of the Aes Sedai at him or whatever. And then seems like she's going to get away. And then here's the captain of her guard. Hello, my queen.
Mr. Miller.
Knifes her right in the side.
That's her.
Yeah.
She goes down. She's losing pain fast. And another dark friend comes and he's like, heal her. She's mine. She's not allowed to die
That's the
until I
same
have
one.
my time with her. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they heal her. And right away she goes on a rampage, which
Yeah, he was the captain of her guard or something like that. He was promoted or whatever because he saved her, but that was part of his mission was because this was books ago. But
Yeah.
he had
Well, this is the one where they let the rumors go around that the babies were his.
Right.
Because they didn't
Right.
because that's better than the rumors going around that they're Rand's. So they didn't
Right.
start the rumors, but they let those kind of move around because it was helpful to them in hiding the Rand thing. But we knew that guy was
So
shady
in Wheel
from
of
the get-go.
Time, it is good to bring a knife to a one power fight. Yes.
Yeah.
depends on
Allegedly.
Yeah, no, we knew the guy was a dark friend from the get go because we saw in previous books when he was appointed by one of the Forsaken to infiltrate in, like
Right off the bat. Yeah, we knew he was bad.
and we just haven't mentioned him in books, but I think it was a Knife of Dreams. But anyway, it was books ago. But yeah,
It's been a minute.
He was planted there a while ago,
Mhm.
but his prize was to get Elaine.
So when she got shanked, in the moment, you got to consider the possibility. Okay, does she die? Is this where we find out something about men's things can change? They're not always accurate. Blah 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 blah. And I thought to myself, as we were getting near the end of the book, I was almost like I've been sad and a little anxious because someone that we care about probably will die. I mean, we've said it before. The odds of them all making it through. That's going to be tough. It's going to take some really good writing for them all to survive and it still be a good book, right? Or good series. Well, in this moment, before this decision she made, if Elaine was the one to die, I'd have been like so heartbroken. But with her doing what she did and then getting shanked, to me, it's more like when Boromir took all the arrows after trying to steal the ring from Frodo.
Mhm.
It's
A little
like
redemption arc.
it's like you're sad. You're like, oh no, but also you're like, you fucking a-hole. Like, what'd you think was going to happen? Like, if she died here, that's where I would have been. It wouldn't be an episode of, Elaine, we lost her. I'd be like, what did she think was going to, who the fuck did she think she was? Why on earth did she try any of that? So she's lucky she lived. There's a chance I might mourn her future death. But this one would have been like, you big tummy.
Yeah.
You got shanked because you're stupid. Like,
She does set fire to Chesma's clothes.
Yeah. That was kind of cool. And then just let her burn.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, she had other shit to do.
was
I
gonna say,
think she might have been more humane if
but
she had the
then-
opportunity, but
But then Mellar just takes out the other Aes Sedai, just slits their throats and stabs the one that's passed out, just like, oh. And starts coming for Elaine, and that's when she collapses the ceiling.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So given that she's already at where she's at, bad decisions already being made, getting herself out of it, she did a decent enough job. If I have to try to give her any sort of credit, she did a good job putting out the fire she started. So like whatever that counts for. But that's massive. Let me just pull the whole building down on somebody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kind of cool.
And then Matt and Brigitte show up and in this point of view.
Yeah.
When she pulled the building down on him, she heard a ting, 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 and one of the medallions she got back, but it was the copy.
Yeah.
No,
right?
she got the original back.
Oh, no, she got the original back. That's right.
Yeah.
But he has the copy.
I think that is, plays into Matt's luck.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with him coming back to help her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, that's it.
And tells Brigitte to take her to, I guess, the caretaker to make sure the babies are still okay. And she's like, okay, Brigitte, I know you're right. I'm sorry. Don't get too mad at me. I thought it was a good idea at the time. I really did.
It was a little more of a, all right, you're going to yell at me and 100% deserve it, but can we table that for now?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to get back to my quarters. I am all kinds of messed up. Let's check these babies out. And then yell at me later. Yeah, she knows it's coming.
Right.
I mean, she knows at this point. Yeah, not great.
And then we go back to Gawyn, who is also getting ready for a scolding.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep. So Gawyn berates Gawyn. Yeah. Just
that.
And he just gets it.
Gawyn, what makes you think you know how to deal with Forsaken? You messed up my Forsaken trap.
He's like, it wasn't a Forsaken, it was something else. And he's like, I don't care what you say. It's small, right? So it could have been a girl. It's probably a Forsaken.
Yeah,
like,
and
no,
she's like, well, you disobeyed me.
Definitely not Forsaken.
Yeah, she's like, you disobeyed me and put us in more danger because now you've given away my wards. Like, they'll know what to expect for next time. And I have nobody to show for it but you. And you're not enemy enough. You're not good enough. So he's like, you know what?
Dumb.
He finally realizes, what do I want? He's like, I want to be with another woman. I mean, I want to go be with my sister. That's what he's.
Before you say anything, Ian, this is what Ian's about to do. This is what Ian's about to do.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
I mean, you kind of nailed it. This isn't as bad to me as the Lane thing for sure, because Gawyn has convinced herself this is the Forsaken, and I get if you knew that it was the Forsaken you're battling, which technically she is, just not in this moment against this killer. Like protecting Gawyn from that makes sense. So how do we make the best of it though? Maybe. So Gawyn already made his case to her why not only does she need a warder, but every single one of your Aes Sedai needs a warder. And ding, 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 as much as y'all want to hate on Gawyn, that's the best advice any Amerlin's ever been given when it comes to warders. Like, I don't care if your Reds don't want warders. They need them. They need them. The men need to be in that position, but the Aes Sedai also need them to watch their back. And they need them to watch their back from the non-channeling threats. And that's what I think is missing. So looking forward, what I hope comes out of this, if I want to offer something positive, is Gawyn in their little dream chats gets with Elaine, finds out what happened, and it's like, oh my gosh, you got shanked? And you didn't even see it coming? Oh, when somebody is stealthy and sneaks up behind you and they're not using the power, you don't have the ability to sense that, so you got shanked? Maybe I need a warder. Maybe I should actually collaborate with somebody who's trained as well as Gawyn. And if they would actually work together instead of against each other, they would be rather unstoppable. That's what I hope happens. But as of right now, it's just more shame on Egwene. And she doesn't even know it yet because she's still convinced she's right.
Yeah.
Worse than that, she's convinced that even if I'm not right, and even if you were right, Gawyn, you're still in the wrong because I told you this. And if you're going to be, you can't be a warder because you can't listen to me and do what you're told. Like she's just not getting the nature of that relationship at all. So Lan followed the lead of Moraine, right? Yes. But she didn't bark orders at him. And the only time she forced him to do anything was the transference of the bond. And she knew she way overstepped with that. And Lan was severely betrayed by that. So a quality relationship between Warder and Aes Sedai is not Aes Sedai just like you become their servant and you're not allowed to disagree with them or act against them. How many times did Lan do something that Moraine, like the opposite of Moraine said, but like he just knew better in that moment, so he did it, and it was good, and it helped him. Like Egwene's got it all wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But at the same time,
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Well, get some
Gawyn has
blood
it all
knives.
right. I'm saying they both have a skill set, and they both have different, pieces of the pie that they're holding. And if they would put them together, the two of them together are much stronger and better than the two of them, their individual powers.
that's almost
They're
like
a force multiplier together.
it's like communicating.
Even though it seems like Gawyn lost this mission, he still got the awards. He got the treasure at the end. He leveled up and got the daggers. Should be hands him the new knife. Yeah.
And he's finally found himself his next calling. He's gonna go join his sister. Which I think is great because it also means he has to encounter Rand and he has to deal with that situation at some point.
Sure.
Sure, as in,
Cool.
yeah, you're right. Oh,
Might have been a better lesson if Egwene was the one who got shanked, honestly.
Yep.
But
he goes,
I don't wish that on her. I don't wish it on Elaine either, even with the stupid move she pulled. But
yeah, well, he's gone through the gate. He's going on to bigger and better things. And now we get to our boy.
He also
Land.
tells Chew before we switch. Also, he does have that conversation with Chubane afterwards about the younglings. They don't want because he's looking for. Yeah, so that's.
Oh yeah, passing them off.
Chubane's like, well, I had a guy lose the group, so we'll keep them together and we'll put him with that guy. So I feel like he's going to come back and be in charge of this group at some point. So
yeah,
Gawyn's doing right by his men. Good leader.
Yeah. And then we switch to Lan.
Lan's a horrible leader, man.
He doesn't want to be a leader.
Exactly.
He's definitely taking on the Aragorn role right here. The I don't want to be the king. I don't care. Like that's not who I am.
Goes up to one of his guys. He's like, "What is that fabric you have?" He's like, "This flag is my birthright. You cannot stop me from flying it." He's like, "Well, I'm gonna stop you from flying it, but I won't have you burn it." And he's like, "Where are these people coming from?" He's like, "There's several new people back there." And they're like, there's some merchants that joined us the other night. We picked up a few stragglers, and he's like, well, it looks like my people. But
and the entire caravan's coming up to follow him. He's like, all right, no more people.
He's like, I'm gonna get rid of these people. And they're like, well, wait to see what they brought. 24 wagons, supplies, oxen, horse, servants, food. He's like, they can stick around, but no more.
Yeah, right. They gotta they can like service an army now. He's like, well, we're stopping at 24 people. That's enough.
He's a couple become a couple dozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The land thing is interesting.
Yeah.
You know, we've had enough good backstory with Lan, and we've seen what he's capable of, and all of these people that are joining him at one time or another have fought alongside or heard firsthand stories of what Lan has done, right? They know his history. So everybody
Mhm.
up until this point is pretty forgiving of his resistance to become a leader. At some point, that's going to have to change. At some point, Lan either is going to have to figure it out, or some of these guys that are following him, the group's going to go big enough. He's going to have parent type dilemmas where, like it or not, you're in charge. Or one of these older guys is just going to slap him and be like, "Look, get your shit together. We need you now," sort of thing. But
Yeah.
On another note, I'm moving to
despite all
New
that, I'm
York.
not angry with Lan. Like they did such a good job with detailing his frustrations and everything through all of these books that, as a reader, like, okay, I get it. This isn't a comfortable role for him to get into. He's convinced no matter how many people they get together, they're going to go die doing what mission they're on. You know.
Yeah.
On another note, I'm moving to New York. They're about to give free rent.
What?
They elected what's his name?
Oh
But I can't pronounce it.
yeah, you get free rent, but
Madani.
it won't be too long. There won't be any landlords, and then your landlord will be the local government. And then I wish you well.
I was like, this is
Good luck.
this is how it starts. Like,
Bro.
what is that darn? Oh man, I can't think of the name anymore. There's a TV show. This is how it starts. I can't think of it. Oh, Handmaid's Tale.
Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, this is how it starts. There's too many things going on in the world. I'm like, this looks too real. This looks like something I've seen in a TV show.
Everything could still turn out okay. I'm not too worried.
It's still good.
I mean,
Even in I know we don't get too political here, but since we hinted at the topic, Virginia politics, specifically when it comes to the governorship, I've never felt too worried when one party or the other has the governor's house in Virginia. And this is why. With some exception, Virginia governors have done a very good job of taking care of Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
A willingness to stand up against their own party or to just not get into the national party politics when it doesn't serve Virginia. It looks like the person that I voted for isn't going to win. Honestly, I don't really care. The other person, some people are like, oh my gosh, the sky is falling. I've never seen that in Virginia politics with the governorship.
No, I haven't either. I agree.
When push comes to shove, they take care of Virginia. So I ain't too worried about that. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Virginians will always take care of Virginia first. Robert E. Lee will prove to you all day.
That would look that. Yeah, I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole, but that's definitely something he believed and has kind of stuck around. Yeah.
What was the famous Robert E. Lee quote? I love the United States with all my heart, but I love Virginia more.
Yeah.
Because he was Abraham Lincoln asked him to be the leader of the Union Army.
He was first choice.
I don't realize that.
Yeah.
The obvious first choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he considered it. And he said he would, as long as the Union would not march through Virginia to get to South Carolina.
Right.
And Abraham Lincoln said, we can't do that. He says, I love the United States with all my heart, but I love Virginia more. I won't let you march troops through my state. Yeah. So, famous quote. But yeah, fun times. And now Arlington Cemetery is Robert E. Lee's old land. And the bridge that goes to Washington, D.C., right there, the horses' asses are faced towards Robert E. Lee's old plantation, because that was done on purpose. The statues are made. They're horse statues, and the back parts are facing. I know that part. Good old. Good old Virginia history lessons.
Yeah.
So there's lots of history here. It's fun.
Yeah.
So always trying to explain to people also from overseas where I'm from. I'm from Virginia. Where's that? On the East Coast, like Miami? No. Like New York? No. Where is it? I was like, just right in the middle. It's in the middle.
Kind of in between.
It's somewhere over there. Just don't worry about it. It's there. So that's Land's getting more of a I guess an army that he doesn't want to control or run or even be part of, but he doesn't want to make 2 camps. He's like, you know what? Might as well camp together. So.
Begrudgingly going to end up leading the greatest army that was ever formed. Him and Perrin on opposite ends of the world, like sassafras and stupid leadership. All right, come on, guys, let's fight. Go,
guys.
One,
right,
2, 3, charge. No. Shoot the arrows over there. All right, good. All right.
Yeah, do that.
Oh, look, we won again. Jeez. I can't believe you guys are still following me.
Fun times. So yeah, that's how we end these chapters. So any final thoughts before anything?
No, we covered it real good. Like even when I was starting to fall asleep. Sorry, it's been a hard week.
There you go. I hear you. All right. Well, favorite character?
Gawyn.
Nice.
Boom.
You can have Gawyn. That's fair. I like how Chismal tried to cover her own ass. But I kind of, this go around, I'm gonna give it to Brigitte, just because I'm feeling nostalgic for her. Like the idea, and, especially with everything wrong with my grandma, the idea of losing your memories and losing part of your mind, is horrifying. And so, she's talking about how she's like, not just losing her memories, but like, will I wake up one day as an adult and don't remember how I got here? Like that's kind of freaky. And then you're literally losing the person that you love, not just once, but you're losing thousands of years of history of this person in your mind. So slowly the stories, that's the end of a legend. Slowly these stories are like going away for you. And one day you're going to hear the stories and not even know they're about yourself. Or
it's like me and tequila.
Early. But yeah. Oh no, tequila creates great stories for me.
Yeah, except I don't. Not always. Like I don't have like a serious problem with this, but there's been a couple stories that Alan has shared on here that as he's telling them 3/4 of the way through, I'm like, he must be mixing me up with somebody else. I don't remember that at all. And then it's not till the end of the story where I'm like, oh shit, no, that did happen. Holy shit, I totally forgot about that. Like that. So I got to work on that.
I've Blackout City is an interesting place.
Okay.
I've gone the outside, part of Blackout, Grayout City a lot. Blackout City I've only been to like 3 or 4 times in my life.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. It's interesting because there's 3 or 4 times where you completely black out, and I see pictures the next day, and there is no memory.
We're gonna have fun with tequila one day. We will bring tequila with us to Jordan Con.
There is no memory.
What Holic Ozzy brought up a good point too. Noel for insisting on joining Matt and Tom because I think this is his final ride.
Yeah, I'll pick Tom Honest for taking one. I want to take Tom Honest this episode just because Matt got him got a good one there. So
But no, really, I think like this is Noel's final ride because they're giving him too much. What is the term they use now? Main character energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's next to die, and I hate to say that because I really like this character. He's a fun,
He's got a red shirt.
fun old guy. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm tripling down on him being Jane Farstrider.
Oh yeah,
And
I'm with you on
and
that.
this is where he's finally found a group of people, that he thinks is worthy. The adventure is worthy enough.
Well,
He's
said
like,
this the only
this
place
is
I
it.
haven't been.
This could be the last adventure. This is
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So fun
Yeah,
stuff.
I remember. I'm still going back to the whole Blackout City thing. Do you ever see that picture of me? I was covered in 96X stickers from head to toe, drunk in Norfolk. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
no.
this picture that I saw the next day. I don't remember this at all. Like none of this. If it wasn't for there's a picture, I would have swore this never happened. But like apparently, like we went drinking in downtown Norfolk, and there was a bar that 96X was doing their party, like the radio station, and someone had just like plastered me head to toe in 96X stickers. And there's a picture of me like on Granby Street, just like looking wasted and all get out with the covered in stickers. It's like, no recollection of that at all. Don't remember going to this party. Don't I have no recollection. Just yeah. Oh yeah, Pops can join us. Fisher Kell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Said he might go to Jordan Con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chanel has been like, did you say Sanderson was going to be at Jordan Con? I was like, yeah. She's like, am I getting a ticket? I was like, we're going to have to scratch that up. We're going to figure that out. So I need to
figure it out.
Need to get her a ticket. I know she has somewhere she can stay. So
okay.
I'm actually trying to get her to invite her friends to go.
Nice. So next week we're doing 3 chapters. 3.
I figured as much.
24, 25, 26. So to make a stand, it's chapter 24. Return to Bandar Eben. And then Parlay.
The parlay is going to be the Sean Chan. And Bandar Eben, like, I don't remember why that sticks out in my mind so much. Like, this is the horrible thing about me and names. Like, the name is like, yes, this is important.
Yeah, where is that? Can you give us a hint?
There.
You remind us where that
Bandar
is or
Eben,
when we were there?
It's an air domain. Air domain. So it's on the west coast.
Okay. West side?
I think, right? Yeah, it's on the it's definitely on the on the west coast. Last time they were there, I think that's when like everything was rotting, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And they left everyone decided to leave everyone to starve. Like it was like one of those hard decisions, and he just like walked away from the city.
Yeah.
Like, aren't you gonna help us? He's like, no, I got bigger things to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, the seafood took the
So
grain.
3
The
chapters.
grain was
This would be
spoiled.
good.
Yeah, that's what. But last time he left the city like basically in ruin. And it was just like, I don't have time for this. Like, I know you're trying to I know I'm supposed to be your savior, but I got bigger fast battles coming. Jesus.
Yeah.
That should be fun.
My grandma's trying to call me, so I'm like, I love you guys.
Okay. Well, how can we found us at thewheelreads.com. It's a great website. Find links, all sorts of cool stuff. Yeah. Go check it out. Click on the links. Support us. Keep us going.
Your friends there.
It is it is much appreciated because it helps run the podcast and helps keep things going. And pretty much that's all I got for this week. Like, subscribe. I got nothing else. So
until next time.
Peace.
Okay, bye. Thank you for watching The Wheel Reads.
Until next time.
Okay, bye.
Get your Coast Guard certified life-saving device ready and strapped on.
Where are we going tonight?
What kind of strap on you talking about? Sure.